All right, guys, it's time for language arts. So remember, for language arts today, you need the rest of the packet that was stapled to your morning work and this blank piece of paper, okay? So what I'm going to have you do is gently pull off your book about coaches and fold it in half, okay? And then we'll come back to these ones later. Don't worry about these for now. Just get the paper that has the coach's book and fold it in half, and we're going to get ready to read that after we do a couple of warm-up activities first, okay? We're going to go over our spelling words just like we did yesterday. We're going to go over our sight words like we did yesterday. We're also going to do some spelling aerobics because we're going to be sitting down doing writing for a while today too. We will also, before we get started on our writing and reading, do our fluency practice. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with going over those sight words and spelling words like we did yesterday when I put them down and you say it, or when I say the word and you spell it out loud first. You don't need to write the spelling words down. We're just practicing out loud and going over them. And then we'll get to the spelling aerobics, okay? Let's get started. Okay, these are your high frequency words. Picture. Father. Brother. Friend. Mother. Love. All right. Hope you were able to do that one. I want to try one more activity with our high frequency words that I would sometimes do in small group settings. I'm going to put all of our words out here. Now you got to be careful to not actually touch your screen or you'll pause your video, but you can point to the right one. I'm going to say a word and I want you to point to it, and then I'm going to point to it and you'll see if you got it right. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me move that over. There we go. Mother. Brother. Picture. Friend. Father. Mother. Did I fool you on that one? The last one is love. Excellent job. All right, we're going to move on to spelling now. I will say the word first. I'll say the word and then spell it out loud, and you're more than welcome to read and spell with me as we go through these. All right? Okay, so this is how we'll go. Here we go. Dawn. D-A-W-N. Dawn. All right, feel free to read along with me. Paw. P-A-W. Paw. Claw. C-L-A-W. Claw. Saw. S-A-W. Saw. Cause. C-A-U-S-E. Cause. Haul. H-A-U-L. Haul. Friend. F-R-I-E-N-D. Friend. Love. L-O-V-E. Love. Moon. M-O-O-N. Moon. Soup. S-O-U-P. Soup. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job on your words, guys. Actually, right before we do spelling aerobics, we're also going to go over our fluency, all right? So let's go ahead and do this portion now. My baseball coach. My baseball coach. My baseball coach is a big help. My baseball coach is a big help. He shows me new things all the time. He shows me new things all the time. He also teaches me to not be rude or naughty. He also teaches me to not be rude or naughty. He is a super coach. He is a super coach. When I caught my first ball, my coach was so proud. When I caught my first ball, my coach was so proud. He even called my mother and father to tell them about what he saw. He even called my mother and father to tell them about what he saw. Now I'm just reading. His daughters play on our team too. One daughter can hit the ball hard. The other caught a pop-up ball to win our last game. My coach taught me how to pitch. I can pitch fast or slow. I love to launch the ball. When I pitch, I just try to picture a small spot. I don't always hit that spot. Oh well, I can just try more pitches another day. If I fall and get a bruise or a cut in a game, my coach will pause the game to help me out. He helps me feel better. He helps me play the best ball I can. I love baseball. Excellent job. All right, guys, excellent job on your fluency, but it's time to get up out of our chairs and do a little bit of spelling aerobics, all right? So go ahead and stand up. I'm going to show you the word, and then we'll go through it together. Be patient with me. You guys know how often I mess up on this. All right, the first one is haul. Ready? H-A-U-L. Haul. Actually, you know what? I'll put them up here just in case you can actually see them better than I think you can after I show you. The next one is cause. Ready? C-A-U-S-E. Cause. Saw. Ready? S-A-W. Spells saw. Next one is claw. C-L-A-W spells claw. Paw. P-A-W spells paw. Dawn. D-A-W-N spells dawn. Love. L-O-V-E spells love. And I just realized I gotta tilt the camera because you can't see that. There, I think you can see them now. All right, oh, friend. Okay, F-R-I-E-N-D spells friend. Soup. S-O-U-P spells soup. And the last one, moon. M-O-O-N spells moon. Awesome job. All right, I think that's all of our warm-up stuff. We've gone over our words and we did our fluency. It's time to get started on our small book and our writing activity for the day. All right, so get your book, this one here, Coaches, ready to go. Hey guys, we're gonna get started on writing, but before we do, I want to tell you we're gonna write the full 5 sentences today, so make sure you pause the video whenever you need to, and don't forget to use your writing resources in your blue folder, because we have our spelling, our alphabet linking chart, our sound chart, and our writing word wall. There's lots of things in there that can help you. I'm going to write the first 3 sentences, including the topic, and then the first 2 details, and then you're going to give me 1 more detail and the concluding sentence, okay? Let's get started. All right, guys, our book today is also going to be important to our writing today, okay? They're going to kind of go together. We're going to be writing about this book, all right? So this book is called Coaches. I'm going to read it to you one time first, and then we'll be talking about how we're going to use it in our writing. All right, so for now, just follow along. Coaches. Coaches help us learn to play a sport. First, they teach the rules of the sport. That way the players know the game. Turn the page. Coaches help players in lots of ways. They show players how to throw and hit the ball. They train players to run fast. Coaches also help the players work together. They teach players to all get along and to share. That's because this helps make a good team. Turn the page. Coaches love to play, teach, and talk about their sport. They help us love it too. Okay, so what was this book about? Hopefully you know right away. Hopefully you're able to say this is a book about coaches. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to practice writing a summary. A summary is when you take a story or a book or an article, anything that you've read, and you tell in a much shorter way what it's all about. If we were to count all of the sentences in this book, we would find that there's a lot of them. I think there's 3 on this first page, plus 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 more here, and then 3 here. So if you were to add up all those sentences, you would have over 15 sentences. Now, we're not going to write 15 sentences. We're not going to rewrite the whole story. We're going to write a very short version of it called the summary, and it's going to tell our reader what this was about. Okay, that's what a summary is. So we're going to make a summary of this book. We're going to call we're going to title our paper Coaches. Okay, and you should be able to spell that because it's right there in front of you. So we're going to make sure your name's in the corner with the date, and then we will write Coaches here. Make sure you underline it. All right. Now, just like we were using our book the other day, in the back of that chart, we had that discussion just yesterday about how to use text evidence to show what a story is all about. Well, in order to summarize something, you also need to get text evidence. So I'm going to challenge you to look for one sentence on each page that kind of tells us what that whole page is about. Okay, so let's look at this first one. Coaches help us learn to play a sport. First, they teach the rules of the sport. That way the players know the game. So what do coaches help us do? Look at the words and see if you can find it, what they help with. Right there. Coaches help us learn to play a sport. All right, let's write a sentence about that. We're going to skip this first one, do a 2-finger indent. Remember, if I go fast, you can pause. So this was a little book. We're going to write Coaches was a book. Coaches is a book all about coaches. That's actually our introductory sentence here, our topic sentence. Okay. What do coaches help us do now? So after our topic sentences, we're going to use this first one. Coaches help kids learn sports. Okay, I'm going to help you with 3 of them, and then I'm going to have you do 2 of them by yourself, okay? Let's turn this page now, or pause if you need to catch up. Okay, then we're going to turn to this page, and we're going to find 2 more things that coaches might help us do. Sorry, actually on these pages, we're going to find 1 more thing. So coaches help players in lots of ways. They show players how to throw and hit the ball. They train players to run fast. Coaches also help the players work together. They teach players to all get along and to share. That's because this helps make a good team. So what things do we like? I like that they train players to run fast. And I love this one because this is really awesome, helping each other out. They help the players work together. Okay, I'm going to use that for my next sentence. Okay, coaches teach kids to work together. Okay, go ahead and pause and catch up on that one. Okay. And then from this page, I want you to come up with your own. And I'm going to read it to you, but what do you think is important about this? Coaches love to play, teach, and talk about their sport. They help us love it too. Coaches do what? Coaches help kids learn to love sports. Coaches help kids learn to love sports would be a great next sentence. And then I want to ask you if you remember how to write a concluding sentence. Okay, so I'm going to change my color to this bright green. I want you to give me one more sentence about the book. One more sentence. Don't write this. This is what I want you to do. And then I want you to also write your conclusion. Who remembers? The conclusion is supposed to look just like another sentence. Which sentence does it look like? The topic sentence. Okay. Now we don't do it exactly the same, but we kind of say the same thing. So we're going to repeat that topic sentence in a new way. So the topic sentence was, Coaches is a book all about coaches. All right, so instead of telling us what it's about again, we could just say what we think about it. We could say, Coaches was a great book. Okay, or Coaches told us a lot about coaches, or something to that effect. You want to kind of repeat that topic sentence. So I want you to do these last two sentences all by yourself. Okay, but you may borrow my first three sentences. All right, guys? That's a lot of work. Please make sure that you pause as needed when you're doing your writing because I know that it's a lot. When you're done with that, we're going to move on to the other pages in our packet, okay? Great job, guys. I know that writing has got to be one of the hardest things to do away from class because it's one of the hardest things to do in class with your teacher right there. So I'm sure far, far away it's difficult. But don't forget that in your blue folder you have your writing words in your wall and your alphabet is in there and all of those tools you might need, okay? So great effort, good job. Don't stress out about it. Just try your best. That was a lot of writing for one day. And because it was so much writing, and I imagine you had to pause to catch up to me and whatever, I don't want you to worry. We're not going to do a whole lot more. It's pretty easy the rest of language arts today. This paper here, take it off. Ah. Oh, I ripped it again. Okay. We don't need to do it. We're going to skip it because we did all of that writing, and I'm very proud of you for sticking to your writing. But we are going to do this one, okay? Dabbing spelling, it says. Use a bingo dauber to dab the correct spelling of the word. Now, you don't have a bingo dauber at home probably, so you can just color it in. You just color in the circle for the correctly spelled word, okay? So, this here is water, a wasp, father, chalk, palm tree, a ball, a swan, and a watch, okay? Go ahead and color in the correct spelling for your independent work. All right, independent work. All right, that's it for language arts today, guys. Excellent job. And again, please don't stress about this writing. Don't stress out. Do your very best. You should have at least 3 perfect sentences because you copied mine. And then just try for those extra 2, okay? Just try your best. All right, guys. When you're ready, take your breaks as you need them, but when you're ready, we'll get started on math.